Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the free-to-play. Today is the 28th of April. Must May. Thanks for being here. We are continuing our saving. By the way, we got another round of tech in the 7-day web store bonus calendar. It's good. A lot of bad batch, whether you need the Marauder or tech, can go there because it's going to help you. I mean, it takes a week to get you 3 shards of whoever, but hey, that's 3 less shards you need to go farm ultimately. So don't turn it. Oh my gosh, I did it again. I'm so used to doing that. Totally hit the button, then I'm like, wait a minute, we're not doing that. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, we won't do that again. All right, so anyway, let's go with what we got while we're getting it. Okay. So, same thing, even though we're still saving crystals. When I don't rush it and go straight to, hey, buy more crystals. So, we're doing this super slow grind with Shakti and the Kelron. But we're almost to 2,000. Maybe after we get our reward for GC, maybe we'll be back at around 2K, which wouldn't be terrible. Of course, it's not 4, which is where we would love to be, but what are you going to do? The fact that we're just doing that barely a pull in fleet, that's really suboptimal. It really is. All right. So there's that. And then, of course, here in Cantina, we're pulling signal data. So don't forget that, because that's like, it's not highly important, but it's kind of important. It's worth noting, I guess I should say, it's worth noting that we're pulling signal data. And then ultimately, I don't know that there's a whole lot else to do. So super interesting content. We finished GC last night. We're waiting for the GC payoff, which might be there now. So we ended up, yeah, I didn't think we beat that guy, but that's fine. Ended up 5th in GC. I guess we'll, beggars can't be choosers, and we're up to 1,800. Almost 1,900 crystals, which is, it's fine. But, yeah, I'm doing a lot of prep. I'm going to try to start putting day numbers back on these free-to-play videos. And who knows, it might end up being on this one. I'm not sure, because I have not named it yet. But we'll see. I do, excuse me, I do know that we just passed the 700 mark for the daily. And I'm sure we're over the 400 mark for this account now, or close to it. Yeah, so there's that. And there's going to be, when we get to the... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare and contrast these two accounts. Where is the daily count at 700 days, which was, I'm probably going to do 710, because I just skipped over a rendering, and we've already rendered day 700. So I have to go back. So I'm going to try to stop at day 710. Sort of compare and contrast as we go along, because that one has obviously spent money. This one we're obviously never planning to spend money. Hey, we're doing GeoTB, which is super helpful, because I have Geos that are not ready to do anything. So there's that. we're totally not ready to do. I mean, we're totally not even ready to do this fight, because if we do it, we're going to get slaughtered. That's just how it is. I mean, we're just not ready for GOTB at all. I mean, like I said before, if you weren't paying attention, as soon as I get done with these, whenever I get done with these pilots, we're going into the geo. We're going to relic the geos right after the pilots, but of course now we have to go back into crystal saving mode for the 10th, and then for the 4th, that is. And then, we're trying to go back to 4,000, spin down, and then we're going to come back up. What the plan is, in case you forgot, it's going to be, we need to finish Bosk and Cad Bane, because they're two we need for the finalizer. And then we're going to be working on all 5 of the geos, which, a lot of people will think it's overkill. I think it's necessary. But you can feel free to disagree with me. That's fine. That's okay. And we'll just have to see what comes out. But yeah, not too bad of a day. Ended up taking the kids for a walk after they got out of school, which was different, I will say. There's a potential that they did get into Poison Ivy, but I really hope they didn't. Because I think that I was Johnny on the spot enough to where I'd be like, don't touch that. But you know how kids can be. But we'll see. We do have we're obviously not closest to finalizer yet. I mean, we're getting closer every day with every pull we do. We're getting a little bit closer to finalizer. But I don't think that means a whole lot in the overall context of things. I just think that it's purely something that happens. But suffice it to say, the reason I bring that up because we have a Zeta to spend, and I'm trying to be like, okay, who do we put this on? We have it on, we have them all on our those Jedi that we're working on for the rain team, so they're good. Obviously, we have both for boss. We have GOTB. Jailbird Alpha. We have 1 of 2 on Grief. We have 1 of 2 on Mando. I don't have any on Boba yet. We have 1 on Admiral Piet. And so what I've been doing in this is if I can find it real quick. Let's see if I can. I should have it. I don't know why that happened, but let me just do this real quick so that doesn't happen again. All right, so I found Arnold's Zeta thing that he did. And then what it does is it has Zeta priorities, and so we just got to, and it says, so it has Zeta priorities for each of the factions. In this case, we're working on Geos. And so it says, sweeten the deal with first, which we already have. And then it says, the Mando, what did I just do? No, don't do the, and it says Mando's Discipline Bounty Hunter, which we already have, is second. And then it says Bosk's Trandoshan Rage, which we have, and then On the Hunt. Next, and then it says Bring 'em in Cold would be next, which is Grief Karga. And then it's got Django's Notorious Reputation. Do we have Django? I mean, Django is a bounty hunter. He is going to help us. And then it has Mando's asset requisition and Boba's bounty hunter resolution. And I'm looking at all the ones that I want to have, and we may end up, because it's got Django's notorious reputation would be the next one, then Mando's asset acquisition, then Boba's bounty hunter resolve, then Phoenix making an impression, then IG-88's adaptive aim algorithm, then Greedos threaten, which is like, well, it's a Jabba maybe. Imbo's way of Kyuza, Zam's shapeshifter, Dengar's grizzled veteran. It's probably the last one, but suffice it to say, we have a lot of things to do here for the bounty. But it's like we need pilots, and I want to make these pilots as best I can. And so Boba has one, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on Boba. And so we got Boba's bounty hunter resolve, which is fine. Because we're building, we're flowing right from SLKR into Executor. And then, and you can see that by the way I have, this relic thing is still here. I just haven't brought it up in a couple of days, but this is where we're planning Boba in Cad Bane to help finish the finalizer, into the Geos for this GOTB nonsense, and then into the Poncho Bros, and then Barris, Ayla Sakura, Kelleron, then two more, then the IG-88 and Dengar for the thing, and then hopefully by then Shakti, Amagandai, and Idkoth, and then hopefully by then we'll be farming. After we get done farming all this, hopefully we, it's Kelleron into Dark Trooper, into Range Trooper, into Cardoon, into Quail, into IG-11. So, and then here's Finnick, and but we are a little bit away from this, but that's just where we're going short term. And it's like I said, it's a care into Executor, which is going to be something to see indeed. But anyway, all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to open some bronze imps here, and that'll be it. But anyway, I thank you for being here. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, you know what to do. Let me know. Leave me a comment. I'll get back to you at some point. Just in the soup, as usual, my friends. Had 4 kids today, and it's not getting any easier anytime soon. If anything, it's getting more complicated, which is super, super fun. And yeah. Don't forget a late night tomorrow because we have the gig, and who knows how things will shake out after that. But I appreciate all of you. Make sure you hold the line, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.